Hello. Um, there's just some things I wanted to share again today. It's funny. I don't know why I all of a sudden feel like I want to do this, but I'm being told there's many people out there feeling things, and we're all feeling things, and it's time to share. And this week has been a really, really strange one, I have to say. I definitely a lot of purging and head cold. I had all those, ascension symptoms, and this week really major. But behind all of that, I certainly have gotten to many things that were deep, deep within me surfacing. And there's been some anger and there's been some sadness that I feel the world is going through right now because we are all waking up. And man, if I could just put a sign out or a big megaphone and just say, it's okay to wake up and all this stuff is happening, is real, but just keep going from your heart, trust that, and connect with those people that really, really you feel that connection with. If you are trying to make a connection with someone and it's not feeling right, trust it. I feel there's a lot of people like that right now that are, especially us, our beautiful light workers. We are uh, being triggered again majorly because this is the last effort for some of these soulless ones to feed off of us. And they're not getting their food the way they used to. And we need to feed ourselves more. And feeding ourselves, and what I mean by food is I'm talking joy, I'm talking nurturing, I'm talking not actual food that we eat, but the energy that we give out and that we receive. And it needs to be filled with those things that give our light the joy and the power to light up, like plugging in. It's, think of it as electricity, whatever works for you. I know for me, this week has been really difficult. I don't think I've ever felt and the way I have felt in regards to emotion, where I just didn't have any desire to feel, not even feel. I just didn't have any desire to. I was just angry at everything, or just no will of wanting to do anything. I just wanted to just bury myself, and that's just not like me. And it's so unusual to, even when I feel at my worst, I'm like, okay, let's just give myself the day and be good to myself and self-care, blah blah blah. That's not what's been coming up. And my cough, I coughing up stuff from such a deep place within my solar plexus. And it's brought up some true realities of things that I may not even have been aware of, but maybe now I'm starting to think there's been a lot of different things that have been happening to me that just doesn't feel right. So, I don't know if I'm making any sense either, so this may not go anywhere. But I just felt it was important to share again of, there's a lot of ugliness in the world. And you can either choose to focus on that, allow it to feed on you, or you can just witness it, be the observer, and know that that's just something that's happening, and you have somewhere else you want to go, or you want to put your time and energy and find that place of joy once again. And it's not that I'm saying ignore. No. The energies that are not of our highest best good are just as powerful and have their own, if you were to look on their side of things, they have their own agendas. And so there's no judgment there, but it is also just a discernment. And I was talking with some others the last few days, some of my friends, and we've all been talking about the same thing, that truly need to be discerning now, and truly need to, and discerning is just a word, but every word that we use, um, every expression that we share is best if we take that breath and moment before we put it out there, because um, all of those words and all that expression does have energy. And um, I just am being very, very discerning on how I put out words, how I put out what I'm trying to express, and absolutely how it is being expressed and put out to me. Uh, you think you know when you know. That sounds silly, but you think you do. Excuse me, I'm still got that in my chest. Um, and then you get hit with another whoa. Because sometimes those that want to handle you, and I'm talking you as being all of us light workers out there, those that want to handle us can sometimes come as one of us, and give you all the joy and the love that you ever felt you could have. Um, how do I say that? They will give you, oh, you're the best, you're so wonderful, and they'll stroke your ego. Stroke it, stroke it, stroke it. And you feel like, oh yeah, this person gets me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then something weird comes out of their expression, or they say something that's so not of where they have been coming from, that you have to take another look at, because handlers come to stroke your ego so that you get to confide in them, and you get to give them all your stuff, and they're vampiring you and they're feeding off of you, and you don't even know it. And it's, I'm sorry I have to say that, but I feel I just got that myself, and I once again saying, like, I thought I really could tell the difference. But no, when it comes to our depth of emotion, we may have it together on the mental, but the emotional gets triggered real easy because of how we've been programmed for so long. And that is how they feed off of us, is through our emotions. And I'm a major emotional person. So, and I thought I really got it down to a handle. So I laugh at myself, saying, okay, Michelle, this is another one of those little 2x4s saying, you got to trust, but you got to know, and be discerning always, even with the most loving people. And that sounds so sad, so sad. And yet it's happening. It's happening a lot. And especially with the people that I spent some time with in ESETI, we are all moving through stuff a lot. And there are some, though, that may not have been there for the right reasons, or for the highest and best good for others. They may not even know it themselves. I have no names. I don't care to name. It's not about putting blame on something. It's just about the energy. Just always talking about the energy. And so anyways, it's frustrating, and we're always learning, we're always growing, of course. And so this week has been a wham bam for me. I've felt so much of the lost. People are waking up now. They really are waking up now, but they're floundering. They're floundering around not knowing or understanding, kind of in a daze. And that's how I felt all week, just numb. And that is a very sad place to be. And I just wish I could just blow a horn or put a big sign out in the clouds just saying, you know, like my song, humankind, wake up. And know, okay, this is weird, this is uncomfortable, this is I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to feel. I don't know. That's okay. That's okay. Because when you're at that place, that means you are so close to really, really understanding and take each step on that rainbow bridge and keep going. And just keep going. You know, it's kind of, I was sharing this with another person. I actually have a poem. Maybe I'll share that later, but there's a poem about it. But it's just the river of life. You know, the river of life is not always easy. The simple concepts of how the water runs and how it goes, but it doesn't mean it's easy. I mean, the river goes through big boulders of rocks, and they have to decide, do I go over or around? Do I have to move through this? Can I go around it? Can I try to get away from it? And the truth is, no. You have to step up and take whatever it is that's coming in front of you and know that you can move through it. And it may not be easy, but you can do it and you can make it through. Absolutely. When you allow yourself just to say, okay, this may hurt, this may feel not so fun, but I'm going to do it. And then once we do it, and we look back and we go, that was really, wow, I actually did that. Because we can. And we've been so programmed for so long to think that we are less than, and it's enough. It's just enough. And I almost used a word that I like to use a lot, but I don't want to put it on video. But my FUCK word works well for a lot of things, and I'm being honest. So, but it's this journey we're on for the first time in a long time. As you're waking up, you realize, oh yeah, that's why we're here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I remembered, and it's not going to be that easy. The warrior in ourselves have to be aware. It's preparedness time now. Everybody is being told in their own way, and you know it. You know, everybody who listens to this, or if they even choose to listen to it, if maybe even one other person listens to it, you will realize how much you're being, with the things that you do, that you are preparing for something. And what that is exactly, we all don't know. But we know that it's something to be prepared for why we're here and who we are. And as we are opening ourselves and opening our heart more and more and more and seeing who that person is or who we are. I won't even say person, because that's just an identity in this avatar that we're in. And we're beautiful. And humankind is beautiful. And the human of ourselves, which is HUEMAN, is exactly that, because we are of many colors. And our colors are meant to shine, and our colors are meant to be put out there for others to experience and for others to feel. And without the kind, that's what we've been living in. We've been living in humanity, which is no color and has no energy anymore. And that's why I call it humankind, always have, and for the last few years, because it is, the kindness is what's been lost, and the kindness is where all the beauty and all the color is, because it comes from the heart. So The beginning of this thing, of what I just shared, was kind of all over the place. But when it comes down to it, that was really what I wanted to say today. And I love you all so much. And I love humankind so much. And I just look forward to the camaraderie and the coming together of all that are truly on the ready to be on the rainbow bridge and walk across and keep it solid and keep it strong and be there for those that are still floundering and are lost and don't know what to do. Be that for them. Be your heart, brain, beautiful self, filled with love and joy, compassion, understanding, and more than anything, keeping your energy in the highest vibration of love and action, highest outcome, every moment. Because if you could say that to your cells, to your atoms, every day, highest outcome, love and action, highest outcome, every moment, your cells will wake up too. So that's it for today. And I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. It is the end of September. It's harvest is beginning, and we are all planting our seeds. And now it's time to let them grow and prepare them to be strong, to stand in their own, and to grow with joy. And so I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.